Deep in our oceans, a disturbing transformation is taking place. Microplastics, already a known threat to marine life, are being changed into something even more dangerous. And it's happening inside some of the smallest creatures in the sea. Recent discoveries from Tel Aviv University have revealed something startling. Filter-feeding marine animals aren't just consuming microplastics, they're transforming them in ways we never expected. Picture this. Tiny sea creatures called ascidians, nature's own water filters, are consuming microplastic particles floating in our oceans. Within just 2 hours, they can remove 90% of certain plastics from the water around them. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. These plastics don't just pass through their bodies unchanged. Instead, they undergo a remarkable and troubling transformation. When the particles emerge, they're disguised as something entirely different: organic matter that other marine animals actually want to eat. Think of it as a wolf in sheep's clothing. The plastic particles become coated with a fecal layer, essentially wearing an organic mask that tricks other marine life into consuming them. But that's not even the worst part. This transformed plastic becomes a magnet for trouble. It attracts bacteria, heavy metals, and even antibiotic residues, creating toxic packages that move through the ocean's food web with devastating efficiency. But there's another twist to this story. Remember those environmentally friendly, biodegradable plastics we thought might be the solution? Well, the research team discovered something concerning. When these biodegradable plastics pass through these filter feeders, they break down into even smaller particles, so tiny we can't even detect them anymore. And here's where it gets even more complex. These plastic-containing wastes don't behave like normal marine waste. Instead of floating gently down through the water, providing food for various creatures along the way, they sink rapidly to the ocean floor. It's like switching from a gentle snowfall to a hailstorm. This fast descent creates concentrated areas of pollution on the seafloor. These hotspots can trigger algal blooms and disrupt the delicate balance of marine ecosystems, creating a cascade of environmental problems. The most alarming part, scientists are finding that this transformed plastic is becoming increasingly difficult to identify. As one researcher put it, sometimes neither we nor the environment can even recognize it as plastic anymore. What started as a simple pollution problem has evolved into something far more complex. These tiny marine creatures are unintentionally turning microplastics into a more sinister threat, one that's better at infiltrating food chains, accumulating toxins, and disrupting ocean ecosystems. The message is clear: we're not just fighting against plastic pollution anymore. We're battling an evolving threat that's learning to camouflage itself within our ocean's ecosystems. And with each passing day, as more plastic enters our oceans, this hidden transformation continues. The challenge now isn't just to reduce plastic pollution, it's to understand and address these complex transformations happening beneath the waves. Our oceans, and the countless creatures that call them home, depend on our ability to solve this growing crisis. The question is, what will we do about it? Because while we debate and delay, these tiny creatures continue their unintentional work, turning our plastic waste into an even more formidable threat to marine life. For more on this story, find the full article on Earth.com by clicking on the link in the description.